former Kaduna Central lawmaker Shehu Sani has condemned the appointment of a special investigator to probe the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN. Nigeria News records that President Bola Tinubu had appointed Jim Obaze as a special investigator to probe the activities of the CBN and other related entities. A single individual appointed by President Tinubu cannot investigate CBN. And that is making a lot of sense because this man, he just doing all manner of things that are really awkward. In a letter dated 28 July 2023 and seen by Nigeria News, Tinubu said the appointment of Obaze, relying on the fundamental objectives set forth in Section 15 of 5 of the Nigerian Constitution, was in furtherance of his administration's anti-corruption fight. Hey, someone fight corruption. Obaze is to report directly to the president. Reacting via Twitter, Sani opined that if the president was indeed being bent on investigating the CBN, he would not appoint a single individual as an investigator. And this is the same man that a lot of corrupt cases and what have you is even an ex-convict, because a court has convicted him to pay a fine for a crime he committed. People talked about it, and that is Nigeria for you. The political analysts argue that a single individual can easily be subjected to threats and manipulation. He insisted a more realistic approach would be to appoint a presidential committee made up of seasoned experts. He wrote, "One person appointed by the president cannot objectively, fairly, deeply, and transparently investigate the CBN. A presidential committee made up of independent financial experts, seasoned accountants, and auditors supposed to be given the job if the objective is recovery and reform, and not cover up and protecting big names in the past administration. One person can be subjected to influence, threat, manipulation, and compromise from the side of the government or those involved or implicated." Tinubu is not a serious person. He is not a serious person. So he's the one that will be the judge. He's appointing somebody, only one person. He's just turning things upside down. He will have his teammates. Do you want to be part of the investigators? What is wrong with you, Mr. Parrot? Let CBN be investigated. Nigeria is gradually becoming a potato republic, not banana. Tinubu should be properly guided. The president is indirectly creating or forming a one-party government. He wants to silence everyone that opposes his leadership style. But it is a special investigator that is probing the former U.S. President Donald Trump with astounding results. That is a U.S. now. Government from frying pan to fire. Nigeria don't enter one chance vehicle. God help us to walking the path of tyranny. I wonder, anyone supporting Tinubu over what he is doing must be insane and imbecile. What Tinubu is doing is undue treatment against Emefiele. For the past month, he was arrested. What were they doing? They charged him to court because he was granted bail. He ordered for his arrest again. What a country. What a people. Tinubu, that is a criminal, is investigating a criminal. Now what for this country? This thing not tire you. It's tire person now. The Bawa, we are not hearing from that one again. And meanwhile, we have a lot of people Nigerians have cried out to say they have done one thing or the other, especially when you talk about this man they call Adi Sirika, I think aviation minister or so. Nothing has been said about it. He forgot all of those people. He's just using Emefiele to cover up, pushing it to everybody. Everybody's talking about it. Tell me, all this while that the DSS has been coming out to tell us cock and bull stories, even before Tinubu came on board, you begin to ask yourself, what have they been investigating? Because they charge him for terrorism, they charge him for this, they charge him for that. Yet, it's not enough for him to be nailed. Release him, let him be granted bail. They said no. The same Tinubu who said he was fighting the military. Oh, fighting military, he ran away. No, the same account, they do the same thing, no. Hey. Please include his name among those to investigate CBN. Yes, it is true. It must follow due process and for its reports to be accepted and for CBN as institutions can allow it backing with the law of the land. This is a very fundamental observation. Hence, the need to do the needful by the president. Tinubu said that Obazi and other agents shall do the investigation. Have you ever seen one man ranger investigator before in anywhere or even heard it before in the whole world except in Nigeria? This is just a barefaced camouflage to give a beautiful name to a most hated animal. For instance, calling a dog lion, Tinubu cannot probe Buhari administration because they are all the same. Even Buhari administration will be better than Tinubu. It is just unfortunate that we find ourselves in this type of situation. Although with God, all things will change for better. What does he know than looking for where to lose? That kind of investigation is biased already. A one-man show. It is nothing but a abracadabra. But abracadabra, I don't think Tinubu wanted any serious proof of the CBN. Of course, nothing like that now. The so-called investigator attempted to sack Adeboye. It is obvious that the government of the day are joking or are just looking for fault against Emefiele by all means after DSS has failed in their quest to find anything incriminating the suspended CBN governor. The next thing to do now is for the president to hire someone that have been sacked out of office for the same corruption case to investigate the CBN. Surprising. That's so.